It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. My girl G sent me this a couple hours ago, and she said, please do a video right away and try to hit her up and get to her. So, what she means by get to her is, let me explain what's going on. So, as we all know, the Grammys took place last night. Cardi B was nominated for one Grammy Award, okay? Now for the song Up, rap performance. She did not win that award. During the award show, some of allegedly Cardi B's fans, I'm going to assume that they were Cardi B fans, was making notion to her not showing up at the Grammys when she was getting everybody hyped like she was coming to the Grammys. Now, in Cardi B's defense, I follow Cardi B. Cardi B never ever made it a hint that she was showing up at the Grammys. She never said that. It was never down to her being a presenter. It was never down to her being a performer. So I don't know why people assumed she was going. Now that's not on Cardi, because they were trying to say, oh, you were making it seem like you were coming. She never did that. And she never said she was coming. So that's not on Cardi B. Okay? But then here's where it gets ugly. Allegedly, they start complaining about new music. And if you're not going to be giving us anything, we barely get fed as a fan base. And you could at least, give us some new music or something more along those lines. Now, I believe once that was said, the rest of the conversation, I am not so sure was only with her fans. And I'll tell you why. Because it just started getting uglier and uglier. Then they started mentioning her kids. I don't think Cardi B's fan base, especially they know the way she feels about her kids. I just don't believe that Cardi B's fan base would be mentioning her kids. I believe at this point, it's fans who hate Cardi B, who just wanted to pile on and become a part of the conversation. I do not believe fully that it was all Barty gang and no other type of fans that dislike Cardi B. She starts getting into a cursing match with certain handles. Somebody says, oh, do you kiss your child's artistic mouth with your mouth? That's totally over the line. I understand her going off on that. She said, none of my kids are artistic. Don't project what you got on my kids. The F. I'm so tired of. I hate when people do that too. The foot, like, come on, stop. Then someone says, the people stream, we go up. That is, see, it says right there, that is not a Cardi B fan. It says stream, we go up. Do you kiss your artistic child with that mouth? You see right there, that's not a Cardi B fan. What it is now is once it was the Cardi B fans who were getting mad that she wasn't at the Grammys. But once they got her to respond and got her going, now here comes the other fan bases and the people who don't like Cardi B, and they come in the middle of the mix, right? Then someone says, I bet you wouldn't like your son would like for you to be up on your ASS while teasing us fans and not ever dropping music. I don't believe that that's a Cardi B fan either. I do not believe that is a Cardi B fan either. Okay? So, I believe it was the Cardi B fans who started who had disappointment of her not being there. But I do not believe for 1 minute All of those cruel things said about her children, mention her children, especially when they know how she feels about people mentioning her kids. She said, I'm deleting my Twitter, but on God, I hate this effing dumb A fan base. You got the slow, dumb A's dragging my kids, all because y'all thought I was going to the Grammys and I didn't. The F? When the F did I ever hint that I was going? Just plain stupid. I need to protect myself. So she then deleted her Twitter and her Instagram. G wanted me to make a video. Here's my video. And here is my take. Most of the time when I give these takes and give advice or hand out jewels or whatever, most of the time I'm right. I'm not trying to be a no funny mess, but most of the time I'm right. Cardi B has to look at who is tweeting these things there. I understand once you mention her kids, all bets are off. She's probably responding back, not even looking at who is tweeting her this. Okay? One said Black T Blog. Black T Blog came out and said it was a fake page. But you can understand that they're making Black T Blog as a fake page, so you know that they probably don't like Cardi B. She responded back to her and said, oh, drink acid ugly or something like that. Cardi, these type of responses and you saying you hate your fan base because some of these people who were not your fan base got you triggered. Sweetheart, you can't do that. Now, I know you'll probably be mad at me because I'm saying you can't do it. And I know I'm not in your position. But I know for a fact that you don't hate your fans. But you need to stop saying that. And the fans that are just asking you for music, that's not a reason to go off and say you hate them because they're asking for music and maybe you don't got music ready. That's not a reason to say you hate your fan base. Now, as far as bringing up your children, I totally get it. I totally get it. Right? But again, I just don't believe you're a fan base that knows that's one of your biggest pet peeves. People who really, really F with you and really a fan of yours are not going to bring up your kids. You can almost guarantee that every time someone brings up your kids, it is a anti-Cardi B fan. There is not going to be any real fans who love you and love your kids. They're not going to speak ill on your children when they know that that's one of your biggest things. That is ops and fans of ops doing that. So you deleted your Twitter, you deleted your Instagram. I understand that you did not, and I'm on your side. You did not make any hints. I never thought you were going to the Grammys. I follow your page. I never thought you were going to the Grammys. She never made that mention. She's been in New York this entire time. So I don't know what people thought that she was going to the Grammys. I knew she wasn't. At the same time, after you make that clear, there's no need to delete your account. You can turn off your comments if you don't feel like hearing from people for a few weeks. You can turn those comments off. You'll never see them. Turn off your comments for a week, week and a half. Gather yourself. Why delete your account? Why delete your Instagram? Why delete your Twitter? When you can just disable the comments if that's what you want to do. Listen, again, I'm no celebrity, I'm no superstar, so I could never imagine. I see what I get. I see the hate that I get and the things people have said to me. And it's pretty offensive. So I can only imagine what is said to you on a daily basis. But you're in the entertainment industry and you're gonna have to decide whether this is the life you want, because this is what's going to be happening to you since you're successful. You see, it's a different ride the first time around. People, and especially urban people, people that are a fan of urban music, it happens with all people, but especially urban people. They love you when you're not on top and when you're struggling to get there. Once you become rich and successful and famous, they say, okay, she's won enough. We want to get her out of here. We want to bring her back down to life. And that's the way it is in celebrity world. They'll love you when you're struggling for whatever reason. Then when you finally make it, yeah, they're happy for you in the beginning, but once you're on top too much, they want to bring you back down. You know, me personally, I believe that you shouldn't have deleted your account. You can't go deleting your account every single time you get mad. I mean, you can, it's your account, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense, especially if you're coming back. If you're going to delete it, delete it. And for a minute, delete it for a few months if you really want to delete it. But social media is such a big part of people's marketing, people's brand, and you telling your fan base you hate them, even if you were confused about who texted that to you, who tweeted that to you. You're telling your fan base they're dumb and you hate them. So what happens if your fans stop supporting you? What happens then? You need your fans, Cardi. You know, that was a bad job. That was a bad job and not a good look. So hopefully, you know, you can get it together over the next couple of days and realize the people who are actually saying these cruel things to you are not your fans. You know, we wanted you to go to the Grammys, and when you're putting out music, that's not cruel. The other things about your kids and stuff like that, that's cruel. That's not your fans doing that. It's your boy Evan Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.